The Typhoon is Europe's answer to America's advanced fast jets. The result of a collaborative project between the UK, Italy, Spain, and Germany, the Typhoon is now entering service with these four countries. It has also been sold to Austria and Saudi Arabia. The genesis of the Typhoon came in the 1980s when Britain and France realized that they needed an advanced jet fighter to defend their skies against Soviet bombers during the Cold War. France left the project to develop the Dassault Rafale, but the UK soon got Germany, Italy, and Spain on board. Typhoon's development has taken almost 3 decades, but that is not unusual for a fighter aircraft which will be flying well into the 21st century. The materials, electronics, and engines that these ultra-modern planes use have to be developed. In some cases, new technologies like AESA radar have to be invented. This does not come cheaply. Typhoon, like Raptor and the Lightning II, costs billions of dollars to develop. But all of this hard work has given the Europeans an aircraft that is second in abilities only to the Raptor. Typhoon has been designed to be aerodynamically unstable. What this means is that the aircraft would fall out of the sky if a computer did not make hundreds of tiny calculations each second to adjust the trim of the plane to keep it flying. While this might sound like a dangerous design for a fighter, it is not. Even though it sounds like a contradiction, it could end up saving a pilot's life. An aircraft that is aerodynamically unstable is more agile than an aircraft that will glide if a pilot takes his hands off the controls. This means that the Typhoon can perform impressive aerobatic maneuvers in the blink of an eye. This can get a fighter pilot out of a missile's path in a split second, or get him into a good position against an opponent in a dogfight. Typhoon's design has been through many changes as the program has evolved. Originally, the aircraft was conceived as a fighter designed to take on Soviet bombers. But the fall of the Berlin Wall and the end of the Cold War in the late 1980s caused the aircraft to be completely redesigned. No longer was the Typhoon to be only for air defense. It would be reconfigured as a potent air-to-ground strike aircraft that could also perform an air defense role. This would make the Typhoon a leading multi-role combat aircraft. It was also the first aircraft in Europe to be designed to fly at supercruise speeds. This means that the aircraft can fly faster than the speed of sound without needing to use an afterburner. An afterburner uses the engine's exhaust to ignite fuel that is mixed with the engine's emissions. This creates the characteristic flame behind a fighter's engine, but more importantly, it gives increased thrust and increased speed. But it has a drawback. Afterburners use a lot of fuel, and the high speeds that they provide can only be sustained for a few seconds, enough time to get a pilot out of danger. Supercruise keeps the aircraft supersonic for prolonged periods of time, without consuming too much of the fighter's precious fuel. Although Typhoons are only just entering service in Europe, they have already been busy. In February 2006, 2 Italian Air Force jets patrolled the skies above Turin, where the Winter Olympics were taking place. In 2007, Royal Air Force Typhoons intercepted Russian bombers flying close to British airspace and escorted them back over international waters. In the cockpit, the aircraft has HOTAS controls, but the pilot can also command the aircraft systems with his voice. While not as stealthy as the Raptor, the Typhoon is still hard for radar to see. This is due to the advanced materials used in the aircraft's construction, and also because of its sophisticated self-defense systems. The aircraft has 13 hardpoints located beneath its wings and on its fuselage to carry its weapons. Because the aircraft can carry so much ordnance, it is fitted with a computerized armament control system that tells the pilot the status of the weapons, how many have been fired, and if any are malfunctioning. But it is not just the advanced fast jets that will fight the wars of tomorrow. Large bombers will be just as important. America's B-1B Lancer, B-2A Spirit, and B-52 Stratofortress can carry a huge number of bombs and air-launched cruise missiles. They can fly thousands of miles while only needing to be refueled in the air 2 or 3 times. In an uncertain world, they can be the first responders to future conflicts.